We love each other. We fight the way people are supposed to fight. We love our lives together.
Laughter is easy, joy is harder. Goldie Hawn has spent over 5 decades proving she knows the difference.
I love, the idea that I can go out there and make people feel good is great and happy, and it makes me happy. And acting is an amazing thing.
From the moment she giggled her way into America's living rooms on Laugh-In, she understood something most actors never learn. Comedy isn't about being funny, it's about being real.
Look, to be truthful with you, I can't sleep in a room with 20 strangers.
Hawn never played characters. She revealed people. Flawed, hopeful, messy, alive. And along the way, she worked with actors who understood the same truth. Hawn doesn't chase fame or validation. She chases connection. The actors she admires most aren't the loudest or the flashiest. They're the ones who show up with honesty instead of ego. The ones who make the work better by simply being present. Over 50 years in Hollywood, Hawn has shared the screen with legends and newcomers alike. But only a few left their fingerprints on her soul. These are the 7 actors Goldie Hawn holds closest. Not for what they gave audiences, for what they gave her. Moments of truth, sparks of magic, the kind of partnership that makes you remember why you fell in love with movies in the first place. 7. Steve Martin. When Goldie Hawn first worked with Steve Martin on House Sitter, she found something unexpected.
So I had to whip myself back into shape for this movie, and it was a great time.
A perfectionist who knew how to play. Martin came from stand-up comedy where timing is survival.
Oh, well, I prefabricated the panels and then secured it to the tree with cable suspension.
Isn't he the greatest?
One beat off and the joke dies. Hawn came from dance and improvisation, where rhythm lives in the body. Together, they created something neither could build alone, a comedy that breathed. What made Martin special wasn't his talent. Hawn had worked with talented people before. It was his generosity. Martin understood that comedy is chemistry. You can't force it. You have to create space for it. On set, he never competed for laughs. He set them up, gave them away, trusted that the scene would take care of both of them. Hawn respected that approach. Too many actors hoard funny moments. Martin shared them. The film became one of those quiet successes, not a blockbuster, just solid work that audiences loved. Critics praised their easy rapport, the way they bounced off each other without trying too hard. That's what happens when 2 professionals respect the craft more than their egos. Martin taught Hawn that great comedy comes from listening. Most actors wait for their turn to speak. Martin listened and responded. That's the difference between performing and connecting. 6. Chevy Chase foul play turned Goldie Hawn and Chevy Chase into one of comedy's most unlikely pairings.
Enhances empathy. It gives them a sense of positivity and optimism.
Chase was Saturday Night Live's golden boy. Sharp, physical, unpredictable.
You're welcome. And you woke up insisting that there's a dead body around here.
Look, I know it sounds strange, but somebody cleaned the place.
Hawn was America's sweetheart. Warm, effervescent, grounded. On paper, it shouldn't have worked. On screen, it was magic. Chase brought an edge to the comedy that Hawn's natural warmth softened. She brought vulnerability that his swagger protected. Together, they created balance. What Hawn appreciated most about Chase was his commitment to the bit. He never half-stepped. If a scene required him to fall downstairs or crash through a door, he did it fully. No hesitation, no complaints. That kind of physical dedication matched Hawn's own work ethic. She'd spent years as a dancer. She understood what it meant to use your whole body in service of a moment. Chase got that too. Their chemistry was so strong, they reunited for scenes like old times. Same energy, different story. Chase played the chaos. Hawn played the anchor. Critics loved watching them work together. Audiences did too. But behind the scenes, Hawn valued something else. Chase's intelligence. He could read a script and know instantly what would work, what needed fixing. That kind of instinct can't be taught. You either see the structure of comedy or you don't. Chase saw it. They haven't worked together in decades, but Hawn remembers those films fondly because Chase reminded her that comedy is an art form, not just punchlines and pratfalls, but architecture, precision, trust. 5. Warren Beatty shampoo gave Goldie Hawn something she hadn't experienced before.
What have I done? What came over me? Who am I? It was wonderful. I loved every minute of it.
Working with an actor who was also a force of nature. Warren Beatty didn't just star in the film. He produced it, shaped it.
I went to that shop, and they're so great looking, you know? I'm doing their hair, and they feel great, and they smell great. Or I could be out on the street, you know?
Controlled every element. Hawn watched him work and learned what power looks like when it's used wisely. Beatty cared about the details. Every line, every shot, every performance. That kind of dedication raised everyone's game. On set, Beatty was demanding, but never cruel. He pushed for better takes because he knew they could get there. Hawn responded to that. She'd never been an actor who settled for good enough. Working with Beatty reinforced that instinct. The film required her to play a woman caught between desire and confusion. Not an easy role. Beatty gave her the space to find it. He trusted her process. That trust became the foundation of their work together. Years later, they reunited for Town and Country. The film didn't succeed commercially, but Hawn valued the reunion because Beatty represented something important to her: artistic integrity. He never chased trends or played it safe. He made the movies he wanted to make. Even when Hollywood moved in different directions, Hawn admired that independence. She'd built her own career on similar principles, following instinct over expectation. Beatty taught Hawn that great actors are also great collaborators. You can't just show up and perform your part. You have to understand how your piece fits into the whole. That kind of awareness separates professionals from artists. Beatty was always an artist first. 4. Walter Matthau, Cactus Flower, changed Goldie Hawn's life. The role won her an Oscar. But more importantly, it introduced her to Walter Matthau, a veteran actor who could have dismissed the young comedian from Laugh-In as a lightweight.
Believe me, you'll never run into her.
Julian, if I don't meet your wife, I won't be happy.
Instead, he treated her like an equal. That generosity shaped how Hawn approached collaboration for the rest of her career. Matthau showed her that kindness and excellence aren't opposites. They're partners. On set, Matthau became Hawn's teacher without ever being patronizing. He shared tricks he'd learned over decades. How to find the truth in a funny line, how to use silence, how to trust the camera. Hawn absorbed everything. She watched how Matthau prepared, how he approached each scene with fresh eyes even after multiple takes. That kind of professionalism impressed her more than any technique. What made Matthau truly special was his respect for comedy. Some dramatic actors look down on comedic work, see it as less serious. Matthau never did. He understood that making people laugh while breaking their hearts is the hardest thing an actor can do. He'd been doing it for years, and he recognized that Hawn had the gift. She could be silly and sincere in the same breath. Matthau nurtured that ability instead of trying to change it. Their chemistry on screen felt effortless because off-screen, the respect was real. Matthau never competed with her. He supported her. And when she won the Oscar, he was genuinely happy, because great actors want their partners to shine. Matthau taught Hawn that success isn't a limited resource. There's enough for everyone. 3. Mel Gibson bird on a wire-paired Goldie Hawn with Mel Gibson at the height of his action star powers. Gibson came from Lethal Weapon, all intensity and danger.
And stick your head between your knees.
What do I do now?
Kiss your ass goodbye. We got no wheels and we're coming down.
Hawn brought her signature lightness. On paper, the combination seemed risky. On screen, it clicked. Gibson had this ability to switch between violence and vulnerability in a heartbeat. Hawn matched that range with her own blend of comedy and genuine fear. Together, they created something bigger than either could manage alone. What impressed Hawn about Gibson was his fearlessness. The film required genuine stunts, car chases, motorcycle sequences, physical danger. Gibson threw himself into it completely, never asked for easy. That commitment matched Hawn's own approach. She'd always been willing to do whatever the role required. Gibson respected that. He treated her like a fellow warrior, not a comedic actress playing dress-up. Behind the scenes, Gibson was surprisingly funny, warm, self-deprecating. He didn't take himself too seriously despite his leading man status. Hawn appreciated that balance. Hollywood loves to take itself seriously. Gibson knew when to be professional and when to laugh at the absurdity. That ability to shift gears made the long shooting days manageable. The film became a commercial success. Audiences loved watching them run, fight, and joke their way through chaos. Critics praised their chemistry, but for Hawn, the real value was the reminder that action and comedy aren't separate genres. They're two sides of the same coin. Both require timing, both require commitment. Gibson understood that instinctively, and together they proved it could work. 2. Meryl Streep Death Becomes Her brought Goldie Hawn together with Meryl Streep in a way no one expected. Dark comedy about vanity, aging, and immortality. Both actresses were in their 40s, both dealing with Hollywood's obsession with youth. The film became personal, not just a job, a statement. Streep approached it with her usual intensity. Hawn matched that energy while bringing her own brand of physical comedy. Together, they created something sharp, satirical, and surprisingly moving. What Hawn admired most about Streep was her lack of vanity. The role required both of them to look terrible. Prosthetics, unflattering angles, physical comedy that wasn't pretty. Streep never hesitated. She understood the film was saying something important about how women are treated in the industry. Hawn respected that commitment. Too many actresses protect their image above everything else. Streep protected the truth instead. On set, Streep was exacting but never difficult. She knew what she wanted and worked until she got it. Hawn found that focus inspiring. They pushed each other to go bigger, weirder, darker. The film gave them permission to be grotesque and glamorous at the same time. That freedom felt revolutionary. Hollywood doesn't usually let women over 40 be complicated. Streep and Hawn insisted on it. The film developed a cult following. Audiences saw what the actresses were really saying beneath the horror comedy surface. That aging isn't the enemy, denying it is. Streep embodied that message with every choice. And Hawn learned that working with the best makes you braver, because excellence demands courage. Always. 1. Kurt Russell. Some collaborations are professional. This one was spiritual. Kurt Russell isn't just Goldie Hawn's favorite actor. He's her mirror. They first met in 1968 in a Disney movie. She was 21. He was 16. Years later, they reconnected on Swing Shift. Something shifted. Not just romance, recognition. Russell saw Hawn completely. Not the ditzy blonde from Laugh-In, not the Oscar winner, just the woman who loved the work as much as he did. What makes Russell #1 isn't sentiment, it's true. Russell matches Hawn's work ethic exactly. They approach scenes the same way, prepared, present, professional, no drama, no ego, just two people trying to make something good. When they worked together on Overboard, that chemistry became undeniable. They didn't perform love, they revealed it. Audiences felt the difference. You can't fake that kind of connection. Russell taught Hawn something crucial. That partnership in life and partnership in work feed each other. They make each other better actors because they make each other better people. Russell challenges her, supports her, never competes with her. That security allows both of them to take risks, to be vulnerable, to fail without fear. That's the greatest gift one actor can give another. Over 40 years together, they've made multiple films as a team. Each time, the work deepens, because they keep learning from each other. Russell showed Hawn that the best collaboration isn't about technique. It's about trust, complete, unshakable, eternal. That's why he'll always be #1. Goldie Hawn never chased perfection. She chased the connection. These 7 actors gave her that in different ways. Some through laughter, some through challenges, one through love. Together, they shaped how she sees the craft and herself. Who's your favorite on the list? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching and subscribing to the channel for more studio insights.